All right. So, doing things a little bit unconventional this morning here in Las Vegas. Going to the Walgreens on Fremont Street. We're going to be making trouble. Good trouble for the cops and for Walgreens and for Fremont Street experience. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. And while I have a lot of things planned and a lot of irons in the fire, for right now, I'm just mad as hell, and I gotta do something. If you've been following this channel, you know what I'm all about. It's exposing Mark Nemchek, and today we're going to be doing just that in a major way. There have been a lot of new developments that I haven't discussed on social media. Where to begin? Keep watching, you'll get a sense of it. But basically, this Walgreens where I used to work has not responded to any of my questions. The police have not responded to any of my questions. And I've got the law on my side, and I'm going to get answers to those questions. And in about 10 minutes, we're going to be demanding answers. Like I said, I don't really have much of a plan. We'll see what happens. Whatever happens, it's going to be in my it's going to work out for me. That's the good thing about being on the side of truth. You never really have to worry. First thing we're going to do, go right here, 1 block away. Las Vegas Police, LVMPD substation of Fremont Street. Going to be doing a couple things. Number one, I'm filing a new case against a security guard called Frankie Sanchez. What the fuck?
You don't know where you are. Lights out.
Guy just hit a... Holy shit! Holy fuck. That guy just ran into the fucking tree. That dude did a fucking head-on collision into that fucking tree. Did you see that? Well, I guess that's nothing I tell the police about, as I am on my way there. Perfect. You can talk to this guy too. Or maybe not. Anyway, so like I was saying, I'm going to the police station. Show them that video. Can show them another video of a security guard called Frankie Sanchez, who assaulted me inside the Walgreens, July 22nd. And if that seems like a long time ago, it is. But I've got good reasons why I haven't filed a suit against him yet. 2 days ago, maybe 2.5. The 3rd of this, or the 7th of this month. Went and filed a lawsuit against Walgreens for wrongful termination, having gotten a letter of wrongful right to sue from the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission. We're going to go to Walgreens after we go to the police, talk to them about that. And then if we're not arrested, or if we have time, we'll do one of them. There's going to be quite a few things going on this morning. I'm also kind of there are literally so many things going on. I'm texting with somebody else on a different phone while I'm doing this live, so just try to bear with me. And if you don't see the entire live, then you can see it on a replay download. I do, but for right now, I would say just stay tuned, because it'll be interesting. There's some security guards up ahead on Fremont Street. We're gonna go ask them about Mark Nemchek, because why the hell not? Get them on the record saying whether they know him or not. Let me do the flip. Excuse me, hi guys. You know who Mark Nemchek is? Hi guys, excuse me. Do you know who Mark Nemchek is? The reason they're uncomfortable is because they know who Mark Nimchik is. Exactly. Yeah. I would be uncomfortable if I was them too. Because the shit that's about to come down on them is going to be like a ton of fucking bricks. But they're trying to act cool. How about if I get in front of them like this and I say, hey guys, you know who Mark Nimchik is? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know who Mark Nimchik is?
Hey, can you please move?
You walked into me. I'm standing on the street.
You're blocking us from actually walking towards this.
Actually, he walked into me, literally, and I got it on camera. I literally got it on camera.
I got it on camera, too.
He walked into me.
So, please move.
You can move around me, or you can tell me who Mark Nimchik is. That'd be even better. You know who Mark Nimchik is? How many years you known him? How many fucking years? There they go. They're actually getting paid for that. They're actually getting paid to just do nothing. How's it going? Hi there.
What, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. How can I help you?
I got a report of 2 crimes. One that just happened down the street.
Okay.
A guy who appeared to be a drunk driver
Okay.
hit a tree.
Okay.
I got it on video.
Oh, perfect.
There were several other witnesses.
Okay, can I see the video so I can call it out and I'll have one of the officers respond to it?
Yes. I am on a live, so I'd have to end the live first. It happened right at the corner of...
If you could, because they're going to ask me for a description.
It was at... oh, God. Is it 6th? At the corner of the container park?
Okay.
Yeah. The corner of 6th and Fremont. It's about 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
The other...
And the vehicle's still there? It's crashed into a tree?
No, didn't it hit it, it backed up, and then it sped off.
Okay. So it's no longer there?
No.
Okay.
And there was like a city pickup truck that I tried to wave down after it, and he just
Yeah, he's not going to chase it.
blew me off.
Okay.
Well, he didn't even know what it was about, but I was waving him down, and he was like...
So they're looking at video right now.
Okay.
I guess they got, I don't know if he called up there or not.
Alright.
They're checking video.
But I can definitely get that to you.
What's that?
Well, I mean, you've got cameras.
Fremont Security would have cameras. I don't have cameras.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, I'll be back, man.
Yeah, you often, you don't, it seems. When it comes to me, anyway, you don't have cameras.
That's unnecessary
But,
too, but if I can help you out, if you
On
want
this
to.
particular crime, I have it on my tape and you have it on your tape. But on the other crimes that I was involved in months ago, which is why I'm really here, because that was just an incident that happened on the way here. But that really did happen.
I'm not questioning you that it did or it didn't. I was asking for a description of the
And it was
vehicle so I can
on
get
the
it
lot.
called out. And maybe a description of the driver.
Didn't notice the driver. The vehicle was like an SUV, dark colored. But I mean, check your cameras.
Okay.
But I mean, I got other more serious crimes on camera here.
Okay. I'm
And
here to help you, so how can I
that
help
you
you?
don't want to look at. So, okay. What I really wanted to come in today about is an assault, a battery.
Okay.
It happened on July 22nd in the Walgreens.
Okay. And did you file a report already, or are you looking to file a report?
I did not file.
You did not file a report?
Yes.
Okay. So, be happy to take the report for you. What is the reasoning for the delay in the report?
I have video of that too, by the way.
Okay.
Security guard handcuffed me
Okay.
while I was 1 to 2 feet inside the store.
Okay.
As soon as he saw me, he said I was trespassed. Then he told me to get inside the store when he immediately handcuffed me. Name of the officer, or the security guard, Arcadia Security, is Frankie Sanchez.
Alright.
And he has ties to notorious criminals.
Okay.
And the reason he handcuffed me is that he was working with them and acting on their orders to do things against me that he thought would intimidate or retaliate against me.
Okay.
I'm making this up. I know it sounds crazy.
I don't say anybody makes anything up.
I'm
so-
making the report today, one
Sure.
day before Veterans Day.
Okay.
It's all related to a guy called Mark Nimchek, who you know.
Oh, no, I don't know him.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
How do I not know? How am I supposed to know somebody?
You don't know who Mark Nimchek is.
No, how do you spell his name?
You work on Fremont Street.
No, I was actually just transferred
What
here.
street is this?
This is Fremont. This is a Fremont substation.
I've actually got you on video close to a month ago working right here.
Yes,
So
this
don't tell me
place
you
has
just
been
got
open for a
here.
month, and I've been transferred here for a month, so I've been assigned to this.
And you don't know who.
since I-
So you didn't just get here.
It's been about a month, yes. So that's pretty much, yes,
At
I
least,
just got here.
yeah.
I don't consider, we have a little discrepancy
And you
on
don't-
what is,
And you don't know who Mark Nimchek is.
I'm sorry?
You don't know who Mark Nimchek is?
Not a clue. You wanna tell me who he is?
Just one more time. You do not know who Mark Nimchek is. Are you sure?
I do not know who he is.
Do you know who Mark Nimchek is?
Not a clue.
Do you want to tell me who he is?
You
If
do not know who Mark Nimchek is. Would you mind if I have your badge numbers?
15717.
8017.
15717 18017. Correct?
Got good memory.
All right.
So how can I assist you?
A guard who works for the Arcadia Security Company.
Is Arcadia the one that put you in the handcuffs?
Yes. I was also trespassed, and he unnecessarily and wastefully called police to give me a contact card, which I can give you.
Right.
If you like, and you can look up the event number.
Vic?
You have ID on you as well?
I do.
Are they approved?
So when I was in here before, and you told me to like get out,
Well, that was when
when
you
I
were...
had a big sign saying Mark Nimchek,
Yes, do I remember
but you didn't
being
know,
here?
but you don't know who Mark Nimchek is.
I still don't know who he is.
Okay. And you're not curious. That's right. You're smarter than the average bear. Well, he's a notorious con artist who's been, yeah, that's right. What'd you say?
I saw it on YouTube.
Oh, what did you say? You saw it on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So before, when I asked, do you know who Mark Nimchek is? You were fucking lying.
I don't know who he is.
You're a fucking liar, aren't you?
Okay, but if you want to take that, go ahead.
155, whatever your fucking number is, you fucking liar. You do know who he is, and you know who he is, don't you? Very nice.
I don't know
So
who he is.
how about this? How about, I got a crazy idea. Let's cut the crap. Let's cut the fucking crap.
Do you want to
Don't lie to me again. And don't embarrass yourself again. All right? I saw it on YouTube, but you didn't know who he was 2 minutes ago, right?
All right, sir.
You want to work here anymore? Start telling the fucking truth. Yes, sir. How are you?
Good. I'd be more than happy to help you. So I'm going to take this report for you. I just need
I
to...
saw it on YouTube, he said. 2 minutes ago, he says, I don't know who he is. So, how about if I smoke a fucking cigarette right in your fucking office, and I say I'm not doing it? Is that okay? Because lying is okay, right? It's okay to lie, right? It's okay to lie. Lie to the people, right? You work for me, and you fucking lie. You all have been lying for a long time, haven't you? and we're going to get this straight. We're going to get it straight right now. Man, I mean, I could have got that in about an hour, but thank you for doing it quicker. You know, you saved me a lot of time. Thank you. The crazy thing is, and this is good news for you, I had the flip on reverse the whole time. But now you're on camera. Oh, no, wait. No, now I'm on camera. So no, you were on camera before, so I had it right. So yeah, he's a liar. And this guy's a liar too, because he was here a month ago, and he was through us. He saw our signs. He knows who American Chick is. They both do. And here we go. Here we fucking go. This is the contact card, by the way, for that July 22nd night.
Are these all the same?
No, those are 3 different assault charges.
Okay, so these are 3. Well, I got 4 here.
That's one contact card. That's a separate issue. And that other one, well, that one is actually a totally separate issue. That's a wrongful termination suit against Walgreens.
Okay.
So
So you work for Walgreens?
So tell me, what do you think about my YouTube? Any opinions?
Sir.
You said you saw it.
Sir.
You gotta have an opinion, don't
Sir,
you?
if you would like me to take a report for
Don't you? Am I the good guy? Am I the
Sir.
bad guy? Am I crazy? What? You tell me. We can be friends.
Take a report.
We can be friends.
Would you like me to take the report for you?
Whose side are you on? Just tell me.
He's taking a report.
Are you on his side or my side? You got to choose one.
Okay. On your side, we're going to take a report.
Just. Whose side are you on?
We need to take a report.
Oh, you mean the report I've given already?
You can give us information.
And now I've got the goods on you? And now I've got the goods on you, so you're trying to act nice?
Do you want to do a voluntary statement? Yes or no?
Whose side are you on?
Sir, do you have ID?
You liar.
I can take this report for you.
Well, you already lied once, so I'm not going to trust you again. Yeah. I
Have
want to make a
your-
report of assault and battery against a man named Frankie Sanchez,
Frankie Sanchez, okay.
a security guard for Arcadia Security, on the night of July 22nd, shortly after midnight.
Was this report taken on July 22nd yet or no?
No.
What was the reason for the
Well,
delay of the report?
I tried to give it.
You tried to give a report, okay.
There were 4 different police officers who showed up to the scene,
Okay.
and I explained the situation to them, and they ignored me.
They ignored you? Okay.
Shut man. What's it on?
My phone was turned off because he shut it off involuntarily,
Hold on. You close it to the second.
and I didn't have the wherewithal to think of it at the time. But it was. But I would have turned it on again. If I had turned it on again, I would be golden.
Okay.
But I didn't.
So what were you doing at Walgreens? Were you working? Were you just shopping or?
I had been terminated less than 48 hours before. I had been in the store less than 7 hours before, picking up my final paycheck.
So you were there picking up your final paycheck?
Yes,
Okay.
and I have video of that too, and paperwork. I came into the store to do that at shortly after 5 on July 21st.
Okay.
July 22nd, shortly after midnight, I returned to that store to do some shopping. As soon as I entered the store, again, 1, 2, 3 feet inside, I was assaulted by Sanchez. I can tell you his exact words because they're on video.
And you never filed a report for this before? You said just the only time you tried to file was July 22nd?
Well, see, here's the thing. I had filed 2 previous reports for assault by Nimchek's thugs. And by the way, Sanchez is another of Nimchek's thugs.
Okay.
He just happens to wear a fake plastic badge for arcade security.
Okay.
But I had already been assaulted twice, violently, in public, just 2 feet outside the store.
Okay.
July 17th.
Okay.
Less than a week before this, June 14th, a month before that. And the police ignored those. They were on camera, not my camera.
Okay.
Fremont Street security cameras, Arcadia security guard body cams, 2 of them,
Okay.
and Walgreens security cameras.
Okay.
And when I filed that assault and battery charge, they said, no, we're closing the case. We can't find videotape. We did watch 26 seconds. Hogan, who is also a thug, who pretends to be a cop, who works for Mark Nimchek,
Okay.
closed the case and is on camera telling me that he watched 26 minutes of one night that happened over more than 3 hours, and it included an assault that would have happened well over 30 minutes after I began recording.
Okay. So when you're filing the complaint that you were put in handcuffs after you entered 3 feet into the store.
Hogan is going to be cleaning toilets in either this building or one of the other buildings here soon. He's going down.
Okay.
For blatant fraud and misconduct as an officer.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. What day did you pick up your last paycheck?
21st,
It was
5
the 21st.
p.m.
So, okay. At 5 p.m.?
5:07 to be exact.
Okay. And did they trespass you or tell you that you weren't welcome back at any point in time after you picked up your final paycheck?
The first time anybody ever said that was on video when Sanchez said, "You know you're trespassed, right?" and came towards me, said, "Get in here."
And what day was it? Was that the
July 22nd.
That was the day of the
midnight.
incident?
Yes.
Okay. And he, so when he went to handcuff you, what was the, can you describe that?
Your buddy here says he's seen my YouTube. You can actually just watch it on the YouTube.
Oh, they don't give us access
Because I
to
posted it
YouTube
right
here.
after. Well, he can describe it to you since he knows my channel.
Okay. So the question I'm going to ask, because they're going to go through it, were any one of
I have
these
specific
reports-
reasons for doing this now. And if you want to ask why I didn't do it before, again, I can direct you to some other officers who I made reports to about even more serious assaults, and they dropped them. They closed them because they work for Nimchek. And I've been moving in concentric circles, and here I am.
Okay. So were any of these reports referencing this July 22nd
No.
incident?
No, none of those are.
Okay. So
Those
this-
are all. The first one is against Nimchek himself. The second one is against his son. And the third one is against a guy who I will call Sonny D,
Okay.
who you know, and you probably know, and assaulted me the most, on behalf of Nimchek. Oh, and by the way, of course, you've seen the death threats, right? The multiple death threats by Brandon Acosta, who you're protecting and you're sworn loyalty to, right? You're loyal, aren't you? You fucking thugs. Because Fremont Street security and police here have known about him for years, haven't you? I just got here a month ago, he said before. I just got here a month ago. Right. I don't know nothing. I just work here. You better get a lawyer. Because saying that you saw my YouTube after you said you don't know who he is, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Sir, can I have your ID? I'm going to go ahead and take
I
your
didn't
report
even
for the July
mention-
22nd incident
because
for,
I didn't-
assault and battery.
I didn't even mention my YouTube. And you brought it up. You are fucked. You know that, right? You're fucked.
Sir.
And I'm sure you've been told and probably believe that I am homeless and a pedophile and what else? A wanted murderer, a fugitive. There's warrants out for me, all that stuff. Yeah, all that is lies. Yeah, believe it or not, one of the most notorious conmen in America, who was convicted of one of the most notorious frauds in America, was actually lying to you. Yeah. Believe it or not. Everything he told you was a lie. Everything his thugs told you was a lie. And even after I told you that and warned you about him, you still believed him, didn't you? Because he had those signs you liked. Right? And I'm a nobody, right? I'm just a guy who worked at Walgreens, right? And he's been here for years, right? And I've been here for less than a year, right? So I must be lying. And you didn't even look into it. You didn't even fucking look into it. Do you know how to use Google? Like, seriously. When I got the fucking sign where it says Google his name, did you even do it? Did you? Did any of you? No. I had too much faith in you. And a lot of other people here. I thought if I just tell the truth, that would be enough. But no. You believe one of the most notorious con men in America. How loathsome. How shameful. How... All you had to do was Google a name, and you couldn't even fucking do it. You just said, he's an old guy in a wheelchair. He's an old guy in a wheelchair. He must be right. Didn't you? He's old. He's old. He's old. He's in a wheelchair. That's what you kept saying, didn't you? Cops, security, the thugs who almost got their heads beaten in and their skull fragments spinning across the street because they attacked me while I had weapons that you saw and they're on camera, and they could have gotten killed that night. And I would have been totally justified. And yet, you pretend it never happened. Yeah, July 17th is the day that was. Look it up. Look on your cameras and get that tape. And if you delay it one more day, after today, I'm gonna bust your fucking balls. Legally. Get that? There's 3 Fremont Street security cameras. July 17th. 2 Arcadia security guard body cams. At least 1, possibly 2. And I know this because I worked in that Walgreens. Security cameras at Walgreens who saw that assault. I want those 2. I don't care if they're a private company. You get them. Because I'm telling you, it was assaults and death threats. Don't have a fucking word to say. You had a lot to say before. All of you did. I wanted to talk to Ballinger. I wanted to talk to Hogan. I wanted to talk to Ulrich and fucking Jordan. But they didn't want to talk. Well, guess what? They're gonna be fucking begging to talk. $1224860. Remember that video? Remember the fake number that Ballinger gave me after he handcuffed me? Different handcuffing incident. Different intimidation and retaliation incident on behalf of Ninja. That was July 29th. You've seen that video. Yeah. Ballinger pretends it never happened. And you know Ballinger, don't you? Don't know nothing.
Control 5, I have the report and Fremont Street substation.
Hey, want to call security on me again? Want to throw me out again?
No, I told you I was taking the report for you. I got to get you an event number. Did you complete your voluntary statement?
How about this? I've already written it out online. Do you want to just print it out and cut and paste it? It's easier than reading, trying to decipher my handwriting. Because honestly, in this day and age, I don't think I've written more than a few sentences over the last year, except for notes. I must have given it back to you. It's not here. It's right over there. It's right there. That voluntary statement form, can I have that? Yeah, thank you. By the way, you'll probably want to send somebody over to the Walgreens later because I got something going on there too. Check this one out. Boom! I'm going to be put back right in front of the Walgreens. I got another one that I'm going to be doing even more stuff with. It's going to be a big day.
Okay, sir. Gates, I'll take the report, dude. Okay. As I'm sure you're very aware with this stuff, this is going to be the event number that I'm going to take the report under. And we work out of the downtown area command if you need anything.
Well, would I be very aware? It hasn't been since
I just
July.
made you aware.
Hasn't been since July since I made one of these reports.
Up here on the upper right-hand corner is your event number where I'm going to take reports.
So if you just made me aware, why would I probably be aware?
Here is the phone number for the downtown area command where we're stationed at. If you have any questions or you need a copy of the report, you can actually call this number and they will set you up and instruct you on how to get a copy of the report.
Thank you. I guess the right tact should have been to play nice with you and been like, oh, you see my YouTube? Oh, and get you to talk more, right? But I'm not a good liar. I'm just not. I'm a terrible liar. That's been my problem throughout these past 6 months since I exposed it. That you guys have known him for 6 months and you've been lying about him the whole time. You also lied to those two other guys who identified him to you in 2021. You played dumb then, and you were successful then, because you got them to go away and give up, right? And you never expected that somebody like me would come along, right? But here I am. So when I write this down, I'm just going to give a brief description, and I'll put a link to the video, obviously. But I fully expect that, I mean, if past is prologue, that this report will be immediately closed. Evidence won't be looked at.
That you would have to talk to the detectives on. So that goes, when I take the report, I take the initial report, and then it will go to, present it to a detective who actually does the investigations and everything.
A detective who wants to suck Mark Nemchik's dick like Alan Hogan did, like Ryan Ulrich did, and like Jordan Miller did. 3 fucking cocksuckers. Fucking cock-sucking cops who worship and get paid by Mark Nemchik. But the only problem with this one is that this one is going to be different. So whoever the detective is.
Okay, so complete that, and I'll be over here typing up your report.
I can't wait to meet him.
Okay.
I can't wait to talk to him.
Okay.
Because as much as he wants to close this, he's not going to be able to close this one.
Hey.
You thought you would get away with it, didn't you? You thought I would just go away, didn't you? Thought it would just be easier to let him scam until he dies, right? He's in his mid-70s, he's got Parkinson's, he's gonna be dead soon anyway. He'll be gone soon, so don't I just let it go, right? There's only uncomfortable questions, right? The only problem was, I mean, you would have, it would have gone down like that. Except that they assaulted me for telling the truth about it. And you didn't do your jobs. And by the way, you work for me. Let's get that straight. I was assaulted. Let's get that straight too. Right here. Yeah, you don't care, do you? I'm a citizen of the United States of America. I'm telling you I was assaulted for doing one of the best things a man can do. Tell the truth about a notorious criminal who's right under your fucking noses. Right here. And instead of being rewarded for it, you pretended it didn't happen. You sided with them. You sided with the fucking criminals, didn't you? Maybe not you personally, but you knew about it. And you didn't speak up. That's the same thing. You know? Nobody's saved from the gallows by saying, I was following orders. You were put to a test, and you fucking failed. You could have said, hey, what this guy's saying is true. And this fucking Nimshit guy is fucking evil. Look at, he's got the facts. He's right. We should do something about it. And we should bust those guys for the assaults who are working for Nimshit. But you didn't do it. You didn't do it. You just let it go away. You just thought it'd be easier, right? Because you got murderers, rapists, and other things to deal with, right? And I get that. I get that.
Sir, can you do me a favor and finish out this so I can get this,
Would you like me to write out the exact link of the YouTube video or the title?
However you wish to do it makes it easiest for the detectives. Whatever you feel is most beneficial to them, that will assist them into assisting you with the case, will be just fine. I will submit everything to the detectives and it will be all included in the report.
Hopefully it's a real detective and not,
It will
somebody
be an
pretending to be
LVMPD
one.
certified detective.
Because you've got other ones who are just pretending to be detectives.
No, that they have to take up with the sheriff. I'm not about them to determine who they not certified detective is who is. That's not
I mean, you also put yourself to a lie again. Because when I told you I had video, what you should have said was, submit that video through our link. Right?
You can submit.
When I told you I have evidence of a crime and an assault.
You also said you filled this out online.
No, I told you I had it posted online.
No, you said you went online and you filed a report online.
No, if I did that, I wouldn't be here. I never said that. I never said that. And I have it on tape.
Well, regardless.
Why would I be here if I already filed it online? You can't file things online anyway.
LVMPD.com, you can actually file online and it will come to us, and then somebody would take the report for you guys.
I said several times because you asked several times, did I file this before? And I said no.
Okay, so I'm taking the report now for you. I gave you the event number that will be taken under. If you'd like to finish your voluntary statement.
But when I said I had video, what you should have said is that, well, show me the video.
I will not be the detective in this case.
Really? That's funny, because the other 3 times, that was the first thing they said, which was, doing it right.
Okay.
And they were like, wait, you got a video of a crime? I want to see it. But when I tell you I got video of a crime, you're like,
video of a crime earlier.
Well, here's your form, fill this out.
And
So it's like,
you could not show me the video because you said you were on a live stream.
I can show you the video if you want.
Okay, show me the video.
I'm not going anywhere.
That is your
I want to
choice.
make this report.
Okay.
I've been asking to talk to Ballinger.
Okay. Well, I don't
If you
have
want to
access
arrest
to him.
me,
Okay.
go ahead and arrest me.
Okay. Not a problem, sir.
And when I get out of arrest, I'm going to go over to that Walgreens, like I said I would do.
Okay.
And you're going to have to send some more officers over there.
That is perfectly fine. There'll be plenty of them here for you.
But for right now, what I would like to do,
What I would like to do is have you
I
leave
want to
because
make
our
a
business
formal
has
request
been
to talk to
concluded.
Ballinger.
Okay.
I want to know why he put me in handcuffs. I want to know who called him and why. And I want him to admit what really happened that night,
And you
because
instructed
I
you would
have
have to
proof
go
of
through
what
internal
happened.
affairs.
But I don't need to go to internal affairs because
Okay.
I figured it out on my own. I know the guy who called the police that night.
Okay.
I figured it out.
Mr. Gates,
And I also figured out they
I
were
would
lying
like to
about it.
okay, as per NRS 207.
I'm a citizen making a report about police misconduct, and I'm telling you that IAB won't take a report.
Okay, you have been given
On that report and the event number for the report that was taken.
I haven't finished making that report.
So you are now
That's the July 22nd one. I'm making
to
the
leave the
July
premise.
29th
Okay.
because
I have to have this area open for other citizens
This is about a
to be
police
able to
officer,
report
yes.
other incidences and other
This
crimes.
is about a police officer,
Okay.
yes. But this is
Okay.
a special case because IAB will not accept reports from me about Mark Nimchak. And this is most definitely related to Mark Nimchak, even though it's directly about a police officer.
That would have to, again, like we instructed, you would go through internal affairs, and if they're not returning your phone calls, I don't have to make them, the power to make them return the phone call. You would have to go through them. There's a process.
They won't do anything.
Oh,
You got a dirty cop, okay? You got a dirty cop.
I don't invest it. We have a whole section
who's been working
for that.
with a notorious conman
okay.
for 7 years, all right? I've been told by IAB that I cannot report anything about Mark Nimchak, the subject of all of this.
Okay.
If that doesn't raise red flags, then what the fuck does?
No, I'm not able to, and I don't have the authorization to go above IAB. Okay? If we're
Why doesn't Allinger want to talk to me? What's he afraid of?
I could not answer that
Why
question.
doesn't Hogan want to talk to me? What's he afraid of?
I cannot answer those questions for you. So, again, once again, if there's nothing else I can assist you with, our business is concluded. I need to keep this area for other citizens. So I'm formally, again, asking you politely to leave the premise.
Why do you want me to leave? Why don't you want me to
Due to other
stay and
citizens
say,
having the availability.
why don't you want me to stay and
have
say,
the access
hey,
just like
tell
you
me
had,
more.
Okay?
Who is this guy?
So they can get our attention to report other crimes. Just like the lady that came in that needed assistance as well.
And she
We
got
need
it.
to keep this open for other people to come in. So my business here with you has been concluded. I need to give the same other citizens the same.
That is such weak sauce.
Oh,
She came
you
in,
know,
she did her
I like
business,
to offer
and she
the other
left.
citizens the
She
same
didn't even fucking
thing I
notice
have
me,
offered
and I didn't
you.
even fucking
Okay, I
notice
am here
her.
to take crime reports for crimes that happen. I said I'm taking the crime report for what you have stated.
The
I gave you the
crime I'm
event number,
reporting is much
and our
bigger
business
than
has been
hers or any
concluded.
other crime you're gonna hear today.
Well, I would like this to be available for other citizens to be afforded the same, the thing that you have.
Whatever her crime was, by the way, that she's reporting, it ain't gonna make national news.
Okay.
But
I'm not here
I will
to
bet you,
only take crime reports that are gonna make national
I'll
news.
bet
My
you
job
6
is to
months'
assist
salary
everybody,
that this is making national news.
regardless if it makes
Again.
national news or not.
Again.
I'm still taking a report for
The
it.
same way he did 10 years ago.
Okay, well,
Except that time, the New Jersey police were the good guys.
okay, once
This
again, that's the
time-
case.
This time, you got to explain why he was under your nose for 7 years, and you got
That's
to
the case.
explain why you shut down my
report was
assault
taken
cases
for your
against
crime.
his thugs. And you can't explain that.
Once again, as you live stream, so everybody can hear it, you've been formally asked to leave. So,
I'm
what
in the
you're
middle of
alleged,
making
the
a
crime you
report. I
allege
can't
where
leave. I'm in the
the
middle of
security
making a
guard didn't
report.
offer you the opportunity to leave. The door's wide open, you're able to walk out on your own.
Okay, so why can't I make the report? Because it's a cop, right? So I'm gonna go on IAB, all right?
I
Fine.
wouldn't have access to that.
Then
I
I'm
would have to
making-
go
then
through
I'm making a
internal affairs
report.
and a citizen review board.
Then I can go a step back. I can take it to the two Arcadia security guards who called the cops that night and gave a false report. One of them is named Dakota. The other one, I'm not going to give you his name right now. But they were on camera. They were with police that night. They were pointing me out. They were leading police. I documented it all at the time. And I know why. Because they got a call from Mike Nimchak less than an hour before. Because he saw me on Fremont. He used his buddies, who him and his dad already brainwashed. He used them to call the police, to launder the call, basically. Because he knew he couldn't do it himself. Or he didn't want to. He didn't want to be tied to it. He used the two Arcadia security guards that brainwashed. He told them, hey, Jonathan's on the street. You know, get him in trouble somehow. Call the cops on him. They'll believe you. That's what he said, all right? And they made up a story about me having a gun inside Walgreens, which is 1 week guy was banned in that video you saw, all right? I'm telling you about a false report about a gun, which is what Ballinger said, and you don't seem to care. That's suspicious. You're suspicious. And I'm not going anywhere until I'm ready. Until I make a report about the 29. If you want to throw me out live, you can. I'll go over to the Walgreens and I'll raise hell there. And then you're going to have to send more cops over there. Or you can just come clean.
Take your stuff away from the window, please.
I'm in the middle of making a report. Not afraid of any of you. Want to throw me out? Do it. Ballinger. I don't want to, obviously. And we've got.
All right, Mr. Cates, once again, we got the uniform officers here.
Yes, we do.
You've been asked to leave. Our business has been concluded. Your report for the battery that you're complaining about is being taken. You were given all your paperwork. You were handed your voluntary statement, and you were handed the victim information guide. Once again, our business has been concluded. If you continue to obstruct and trespass, you'll be subject to an arrest. Okay? As per NRS 207.200, you're formally asked to vacate the premise. You're not allowing people by obstructing this area. Okay? It still has to be available for other citizens to utilize, as you have been afforded the same. Okay?
Detective Ballinger has questioned.
So you're formally asked to vacate the premises to allow other citizens to come in and report any crimes that happen in this area.
I have formally asked Ballinger and others in IAB and CRB to explain the events of the 29th
And you were
of
instructed
July.
that will be going through Internal Affairs Bureau.
I did that.
Okay, and they will be handling that situation.
No, they won't. They closed it and
Okay.
they told me to go to CRB.
Well, okay, I will have the officers, once they're briefed, they will
I have a
act
report
with you.
of an incident to make, which is legitimate, in which I have a legitimate report to make, which I have not done before. And yeah, so what's going on now? They want me to leave because they don't want to answer those questions about the night of the 29th. And just leave? Why? Got nothing to lose. You asking to go to jail over this? Wow. Yeah, absolutely. If this isn't worth going to jail for, what is? What the fuck is? I don't think they'll do it, though. If they do, I'll be out by tomorrow. And tomorrow is Veterans Day. And I'll make even more trouble. MAGA is disarray? Yeah, it totally is, but I'm not MAGA, just so you're clear. I've been asking to speak to Ballinger. August, September, October, and now here we are in November. I asked him to talk to me, he wouldn't do it. I asked the other officers who were there that night, they wouldn't do it. give a false report number on camera. 1224580. When I brought that to the DTAC downtown area command station, they said, well, yeah, it's not a real number, but who cares? I care, because I was put in handcuffs. I was lied about. They wouldn't do anything about it. Because Nimchek has them wrapped around his little finger. And then when I went to IAB about it, they told me, no. Not only will we not take this report, we won't take any reports from you about Nimchek. They told me to go to CRB, Citizens Review Board, which basically pretends to be an impartial Citizens Review Board, but actually is just an arm of the police. Not my opinion. You can look it up for yourself. It's corrupt as fuck. So anyway, predictably, when I submitted all my evidence to them, they said, no. So what's my recourse? I have none. Except possibly getting arrested. What do I have to lose from that? I've been trying to get the fucking media on this, who's asleep at the wheel, for the past 6 months. Getting arrested would only help me. Well, go to headquarters, somebody says. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, fucking Sherlock. As if I haven't tried that. I literally have it posted on my Twitter, the whole visit to the main police headquarters, which is where IAB is, and which is what I was doing there, making the report to IAB. Yeah, I've been to headquarters. I'll wait around here for a bit. Of course, they won't talk to me anymore, and they're never going to send those uniformed officers to arrest me. And then, whenever I feel like it, I'll go about 20 or 30 yards up the street, and I'm going to sit in front of the Walgreens. And I'm going to demand to talk to Ryan Higashihara, who is the district manager of Walgreens. Because, among other things I want to talk to him about, is the wrongful termination lawsuit that I filed on the 7th. Less than 72 hours ago, which I have not made public, but I did have it in a different live, and I'll talk more about it later. But yeah, I'm filing this suit myself, which normally would be a bad idea without a lawyer, but in this case, I don't really need a lawyer, because it's open and shut. Walgreens fired me. For acting in the public good and for reporting crimes that were going on in their store, and for crimes that I was made to be complicit in, because he was handing me
Mr.
cash.
Cage, we're going to have a sergeant come over and speak with you, okay?
He literally handed, that'd be great.
Okay.
I would love to talk to anybody who's in a position to help.
Like I said, that's the best I can do. Is who I can get out here is the area sergeant, and he'll have a conversation with you. Like I said, I can't get a hold of Officer Ballinger, Detective Ballinger.
So I'm not unable to get a hold of him, but the sergeant
That
will
makes
come over
two
and
of
speak
us.
with you. Okay?
So yeah, he was handing me cash straight from the bucket. Me as a cashier in that store. Making me complicit in his fraud crimes. Walgreens knew about it because they knew him for years. And they fired me because I was telling the truth about it and I was disrupting their little deal they had. And what's going on now is that they've changed their game up. Instead of arresting me, they're having some sergeant talk to me. Not Ballinger, of course, because he's probably lawyered up. He knows he's in deep shit because of what he did on the 29th. And I guess we'll wait around until that sergeant shows up. Any questions? Yeah, go to the Walgreens. I will. We'll see who shows up here. If it's a sergeant, like he said, who knows? There's an off chance he might be a good cop. In all likelihood, he'll be like the others, and working for Nimchi. But let's see. And yeah, he wouldn't take the report, the new report about the handcuffing. I wonder why. He told me to go to IAB after I explained that IAB doesn't take reports from me because they don't care about crimes, and they literally said, whatever he does, we won't take a report from you. Which is, that's gross misconduct on the part of IAB. Internal Affairs, which is supposed to regulate the police force, literally said, we won't take any reports about you or from you from now on. You gotta go to CRB. And that's smoking gun evidence. Because if I got a crime to report, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be interested? Unless you got the word from somebody higher up, somebody who doesn't want this story to come out, you know, that just, we want it buried. That's what they're about. And that's what I have known for some time, has been their theory of the case and their hope that I would go away, that Mark Nimchik would die of natural causes, unalived, whatever, naturally, and this would just all be forgotten. The assaults against me would be forgotten. The 7 years that he was scamming on Fremont and other parts of Vegas would be forgotten. It would just be buried. It would all go away. But it's not going away. The crimes against me aren't going away. And the civil offenses, including the wrongful termination from Walgreens, is not going away. Far from it. It's just getting started. I'm here to stay. Mark Nemchik is not. That's what they gotta realize. And even though unconfirmed, but confirmed from reliable sources, that Nemchik is formally banned from Fremont now, notwithstanding, he's operating on the Strip. And at least one Walgreens, which I'm not going to disclose now. But he's very much still scanning. Just not here. But here was Fremont Street. I mean, here was the vector. Here is where I identified him. Here is where the assaults happened. Here is where the downtown area command knew him the best and covered for him and covered up the assaults on me for exposing him. So they have explaining to do in a big way, and that's all I'm trying to do. Not only to satisfy my own curiosity, but to get fucking justice. Because when I'm telling the truth about a scammer in my own community, and he pays thugs to assault me for it, to try to silence me, if I let that stand, then I might as well just leave America right now. Because that means there's to have a complete and utter shitbag. Mark Nemchik, one of the worst people in the country, one of the most notorious liars, one of the most confirmable, verifiable liars, operating in the open for 7 fucking years. And when I call him out, he manages to brainwash police and security guards, not to mention regular dumbasses on the street, to believe all of his lies. The exact same lies that he told 10 years ago in the 9/11 truck scam. But new ones about me. The whole turning the tables tactic that scammers always use. When somebody's exposing you, try to defame them, discredit them, make them the criminal. That's exactly what he did. He has told people, which I now can confirm is somewhat widely believed, that I'm a pedophile, homeless, some form of fugitive, and some form of violent criminal. Obviously, all of which is false. Because everything fucking Mark Nemchik says is false. Because he's one of the most notorious liars and con men in America. And yet, who are his friends? The fucking police. and security guards, the people who are supposed to protect us, the people who are supposed to see clearly right and wrong and make that distinction between right and wrong and truth and lies. They were taken in by him because they're dumb as fuck. They don't know how to use Google. Apparently, they don't. Because even when I walked around with a fucking sign telling them, this guy is fucking bad news, this guy's under your nose, Mark Nimchuk. You know what they say? What? He's an old guy in a wheelchair. He can't be a bad man. He's an old guy in a wheelchair. That means he's good. And if you're telling us he's bad, well, you're probably bad. And then all he had to do was just tell the lies about me, and they bought it, hook, line, and sinker. That's how easy it is to con people these days. As long as you're in a wheelchair and you're old, and you have a veteran's hat, yeah, Vietnam veteran, right? Did you know he was convicted of a scam, lying about having a military record, lying about being a Navy SEAL? Got him on tape. Early October, less than a month ago, Gold Seal Trident, the thing he was notoriously doing but not convicted of criminally during the 9/11 truck scam, using stolen valor, pretending to be a Navy SEAL. Busted. Twice now, but busted the first time, 2011, by Don Shipley, a real Navy SEAL. Stolen valor hunter, put up on his website, exposed. It should have been case closed. But he came back and he started doing a version of the exact same scam. And he got away with it for 7 years. I haven't mentioned whose name in the last 20 minutes. Nemchuk? Mark Nemchuk. There, I said it. I mean, what do you mean I haven't mentioned it? The name of the channel is literally exposing Mark Nemchuk. I would figure that you knew the name. But yeah, it doesn't hurt to repeat it. The name is Mark Anthony Nemchuk. The notorious scammer, the lifelong scammer, the stolen valor scammer, the 9/11 charity scammer of the 9/11 truck scam. And yes, you can Google it. Just fine. How are you, officer?
How are you doing so far? You alright?
I'm pretty far from all right, to be honest, in some ways, but I'm getting there because it's been a busy week. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Do you know who Mark Nimchuk is?
No, but I saw the picture that
There's been quite a few new developments, and I'm. Don't freak out. It's just an expression, turn of phrase. Pulling the trigger on some plans that have been in the works for a while.
So what did you do?
So to answer your question, I feel pretty good in some ways, but pretty troubled and disturbed about.
What did you do? I'm guessing.
No, I was going to say how the police have handled it.
Okay.
Do you know Detective Ballinger?
No, I'm actually new, so
When did you start?
a few weeks ago. Yeah. What's going on? I'm guessing you're a veteran?
Am I a veteran?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Are you?
No. Also, Mark Nimsek is song
A
about.
lot of people assume that I am
Okay.
because the stolen valor. Do you know what stolen valor means?
Yeah, I know what song about it is. Yeah. I mean, I really appreciate you doing that. 'Cause I know like a lot of people are doing it.
Well, thank you.
You know, so.
The last time I heard that was a little over 6 months ago when I
Yeah.
first started this.
Okay.
Then everything took a turn for the worse. And
Right.
the police turned against me
Okay.
because they actually were conned by a notorious con man. Martin Ocean.
That's okay.
He pulled off a scam 10 years ago. I'm going to just give you the benefit of the doubt
All right.
that you don't know about it. But like it says, or not that sign, but the other one, Google his name.
Right. Oh, you lost signal, by the way.
What's that?
Lost signal.
Yeah. I think it's because I said the P word.
Okay, so that's the mark.
It's just flag. It's so, they're so strict. But no, I was talking about how 10 years ago, Nimchik's partner in the 9/11 truck scam was a convicted PEDO guy. You have to be so careful. So that's one of the ways that he's been managing to convince police and security guards to be against me. He has told them lies after I exposed him and began telling the truth about him here. He went on the offensive. It's called turning the tables. When a notorious scammer is cornered and exposed in a place and they want to stand their ground, they point the finger back at the person who's exposing them.
Okay.
And they say, oh, no, he's the criminal, not me, he's the criminal. So, and I'm clean, obviously. But anyway, that's the point of why why that live alert came up. But any questions?
So what are you trying to get out of here?
Here now?
Yeah. A report? I mean, you can, we can
I've
make a
been,
report if you want.
okay, here's what happened. On July 29th,
This year?
yes,
Okay.
I was on the street here, and for no reason whatsoever, I have it on video. Again, ironically enough, a TikTok live,
Okay. That's pretty cool.
which I posted.
Every day.
I'm standing there. No, not every day. Very rarely, actually, because most of the time I'm working from home on this. But 8 to 10 police swarm me from different directions, handcuff me, ask me, do I have a gun? Have I been in the walk-ins with a gun? Since then, I have learned that that was because of a report made by Nimchik via 2 security guards who were with police, but not in the video. They will be in other videos at the time, which I will get.
All right. Now,
They were directing police, they were pointing directly at me, and Nimchik and his son used them because they had brainwashed the security guards to believe all their lies, and others, that you won't even... Okay, basically, he made national news 10 years ago for the 9/11 truck scam. But since I exposed him 6 months ago, he spun this whole elaborate conspiracy theory, which involves him actually being a Navy SEAL, which he's not, and never served, that me and the real Navy SEAL who busted him, Don Shipley.
oh, sure.
Don,
Yeah.
do you know who Don Shipley is?
Yeah, yeah. I call
Tell me about him.
him. It's actually, I think he's serving Vietnam veteran. Vietnam.
No, he's a little after his time.
But I know like he also do a stolen valor for people who is
Right.
Navy.
Yeah, he was in it. He was in the SEALs for a little over 20 years,
Right.
from '82 to 2003. So not Vietnam era,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's a king of stolen valor, especially Navy SEAL, phonies, which are far and away the most popular and most, lucrative way of scamming people. For as far as stolen valor scams, trying to be a Navy SEAL. So 6 months ago, long story short, I identified Nimchik, who I had seen for the past 7 months, because I was an employee in that Walgreens. The same day I discovered who he was, I confronted him on camera. The same day I learned who Don Shipley was. And I sent that video to Don Shipley.
Yeah.
If you go to Don Shipley's website, you will see me in that Walgreens 20 yards away confronting him. You will also see that video on my YouTube, which is called Exposing Mark Nimchik. It has the Don Shipley videos. It has my own videos. It also has a video of the thing I'm trying to report right now, which is the July 29th. When Detective Ballinger, and like I said, 8 to 10 police swarmed me when I was doing nothing at all because I was spotted by Nimchik and or his son Mike, who is in many ways even more psychopathic and dangerous. And by the way, who are both scamming as we speak in the city. And earlier this month, Don Shipley posted another video that another guy sent in, who was assaulted by them on camera. And guess what? Police dropped that case, and they dropped my 2 assault cases here. Just that they dropped the most recent of all of them by a former Marine called Kevin, who is mentally, has a medical disability because of abuse he suffered while he was in the Marine Corps. He was assaulted by both Mark Nimchik and Mike Nimchik on camera while they said, "Fuck your legal rights." And when Kevin turned that into the police, they said, "We don't have any evidence to pursue a case here. Goodbye." That's the same thing they said to me on my 3 separate assault charges.
So
What I'm here now for is to get to the bottom of the 29th when Ballinger handcuffed me and the 8 to 10 police.
now, do you want to make a longer statement about what happened, and then maybe
I had.
you had already?
I filed a report with IAB right after it happened, 2 days after it happened. That would have been August 1st, no, 30th. Was it 30th? The 30th or the 31st? No, it must have been August 31st, because the second day I went to the DTAC and they said, "We're not taking any reports from you." So I went to IAB the next day. They took it, but they then later dropped it, told me to go to CRB and fuck off. And then the CRB saw the evidence. They made up excuses about, "Oh, it's not in this format or that format," or, well, you need to do it all over again.
Now, have you been to our headquarters?
Yes, that's where I met with IAB.
Okay. Mainly.
And I posted about it on Twitter.
Because most parts we have.
Yeah, and I requested to talk to them, but they never called me. So, like, if you were me, what would you do?
I do agree with you. Like, you fight a good fight.
I am fighting the good fight.
But like, unfortunately, like this dude was doing anything like that. First, like, what he did, like,
You know what you could do? There's 3 cameras at the corner of 4th and Fremont here.
Okay.
And you could go back to July 17th and June 14th, 2 different days. Pull up the videos. Because I've got a detective, Hogan, saying that nothing happened that night. While I was while I was being attacked by 3 guys and twirling side handle batons, and I could have killed them. That was shortly before midnight, June 17th.
Oh, so it's June.
That's right, July 17th.
Okay, it's not
June 14th, July 17th. And yet when I
Except midnight.
shortly before midnight on the 17th, shortly after midnight, the 14th. When I made the report, I always said the night of July 13th to July 4th, June 13th to 14th. But what I've always wanted is just those videos. 3 cameras, overhead security cameras on Fremont, 2 body cams of the Arcadia security guys, and at least 1 camera inside the Walgreens that caught those assaults. But police want to pretend nothing happened. And they're making me out to be crazy. And they're basically, see, here's the thing. What you're saying is that I made a false report. And by the way, she is very much involved in this.
Okay, I'm sorry to do. What's your name?
Jonathan Cates.
Okay.
Do you want to see the video with you? Because you're very much involved.
Jonathan.
Me?
Yeah.
You talk to me.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Okay.
What can I
Do you
do?
want to watch the video with?
I don't need to watch anything else.
Because she and Ballinger gave me a false number of incident.
What can I help you with?
I want to make a report against all of the police that handcuffed me on July 29th.
Okay. That's a report that you'll file with IA. You want me to get you their phone number?
IAB does not take reports from me, and when I tried to file this, they told me specifically that, like, even if he tries to kill you, we're not taking it.
Okay.
Because
So citizens review.
basically
board, do you want
because
that?
they're protecting him. Oh yes, I've been in touch with them too,
Okay.
and I submitted everything to them.
Okay. Is
And
there
they
anything
made
else
up,
I can
and
help
they
you with?
made up some BS reason why it's just not right, and you got to do it all over again.
Okay. I understand you're upset.
Okay,
Is
I
there
see
anything
that.
I can help you out with today?
Yes, you can pull up the security camera footage from July 17th.
I'm not doing that.
Why? Aren't you curious?
You filed the report, right?
Yes.
For the battery?
Yes.
Okay, so that's in a detective's hands and he'll handle that.
Yes, but he dropped it.
Okay.
And he's also on camera, and he's lying
Okay.
because he's saying that I watched all the video, 26 minutes, and I couldn't find anything.
Okay.
And I
John,
said that whole incident took place over 3 hours. And you know it, because I wrote it all down. And you're on camera saying that you only looked at 26 minutes of video that night.
Okay. Jonathan, did my officers take a report for you today?
On this, no.
They said they just took a report for you.
That was on a separate issue about a security guard
Okay.
inside the Walgreens on June 22nd.
Okay, so they completed that.
1224860. You made up that number to try to get rid of me. But here I am. I'm back. You thought it would just go away, right?
Let's turn off. Let's turn off.
I'm talking to you because you were the one who gave me the false
Jonathan, I'm
report.
talking to
Where's
you.
Ballinger?
Jonathan,
Why won't he talk to me?
Jonathan, I'm speaking with you. Okay? You came in here, they completed a report for you, correct? That's what this substation is for, is to complete reports.
Yes,
Are you
but I
having
have
a
more than
report
one.
taken now? Okay, they took the report.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the other report?
It's about what I was talking about, the handcuffing on Fremont Street, July 29th.
Okay.
She was there.
So that needs to go
Ballinger
through
was there.
IAB.
I
and Citizens
have
Review Board.
filed it with
Okay,
IAB.
I understand that.
They work for
They don't
Nimchik.
take
She
reports.
works for Nimchik,
Okay.
and you probably do too.
I'm gonna ask
I
you
don't
to
know
leave.
your name.
Sergeant Duke. I'm
But
gonna ask you to leave.
Let me just ask you something.
I'm gonna ask you to
Do
leave.
you know who works for Nimchik?
I have no idea who
Do
that
you have any
person is.
loyalty to him?
I have no idea who that person is.
Why did she make up a fake number with Ballinger? And
That's
why do I have it
an
on?
allegation that I have no.
I can
no
show it to you,
information on.
and I can tell you
Okay.
I can show it to you the next day when I went to IAB
Jonathan,
and
let me
to
ex-
DTAC headquarters.
let
I
me
said,
explain
here's the
something to you,
number they
Jonathan.
gave me, the incident.
I am not IAB. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
not
brought it to
IAB.
DTAC first, and they
That
said,
is-
that's
okay.
not a, that's not a
All right.
real number. That's not a real
Jonathan,
number. Yes.
I'm gonna ask you again. Okay. These officers that are in here have
I
asked
have
you to leave several
legitimate, I have
times.
legitimate business here.
They've completed the report for you.
If I can't report it here, if I can't report it to IAB, and if CRB won't touch it either, you tell me my recourse.
Then obviously it's been looked into and there's not a case here.
Okay, then look at the video, and we'll see if it's the case.
I'm not the person who
Oh,
looked
but
at
you
the video
can't.
for
Oh,
that.
but you can't. Okay, so it's
IAB
not
does that, and CRB does that.
But
and the detectives do it.
IAB already told me.
Okay, Jonathan,
they
I'm gonna
won't
ask
touch
you one
any
more time,
cases.
or we're gonna have to take you to jail.
For what?
Trespassing.
I'm making a report
asked
about a
you-
legitimate
We've asked you multiple
criminal
times,
action.
okay?
I
You're
have
accusing
reason
my officers
to
of doing things that they haven't
watch
done.
the video. She said 1224860. It's a
Again,
false
I'm
number
going to
that
explain
they
this to you
gave
one more time.
specifically to get rid
You
of
need
me.
to go through IAB if you have a complaint on an officer.
And I told you they won't
That's what
take
you
my.
need to
I
do.
did that.
I
They
have
won't
no
take my
other. I have
reports.
no other options for you but that. So if you've done that and that's not worked, then I suggest you move on. If you're not going to do that and you're going to come in here and accuse my officers of things and not be in here for a legitimate reason, then I'm going to take you to jail because we all asked you multiple times to leave this lobby.
I'm not accusing
You need to either take your
without
things and
cause.
leave, or you're going to have to go to jail for trespass because we've all warned you.
It's awfully suspicious that you're not even curious about.
I'm not going to
what
look
I'm
at things in your
accusing
phone.
her of.
I'm not going to look at things in your phone. Okay?
It's
If you
her
have a complaint
own
against an officer,
words.
call IAB.
I have. They told
Okay.
me that anything you have to say
We're
about
talking
Mark
in circles
Nimchik,
now, sir.
we're not going to listen to. We won't take any reports, even if he tries to kill you.
We're
We won't
talking
take
in
any
circles
reports.
now, sir.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so are you going to leave or do we need to go to jail?
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm talking to this officer.
Right now you're
about a
trespassing.
report.
The report is complete. It's done.
That's from July
Okay.
20.
Did
Yeah,
you complete
July
a report today,
22nd.
sir?
Yes, sir. He has the victim information guide. He did complete. He is voluntary. The event number is going to be 3197.
Why can't I see?
Okay.
Why can't I see the footage
You
of
already
that
gave
night?
me the
I'm
video?
telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you a violent assault.
Did you see where he put it?
It's with the hole in another file.
Okay.
I'm telling
So
you
the
a
big
violent. I'm
offender
telling you a violent
in-
assault happened right on this
In
street.
July, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And
that
June.
report's been taken.
And June.
And the report has been
It
taken.
was taken and it was
Okay,
closed.
is there a detective that was assigned to it?
Yes, and I have him on camera telling me why
Okay.
he closed it. Do you want to
Okay,
know why?
so it was closed.
Are you curious why he said he closed it?
I'm not curious about it, to be honest, no.
You should be,
The
because it's
report
pretty
was
damning.
taken, and the report is now closed. So I'm asking you to leave, or we're going to have to take you to jail. Which one is it going to be? You have your victim information guide for the report that you filed today.
I'm answering your question.
You've already completed your voluntary.
I'm answering your
The report's
question.
done.
He said that he's closing it because there's no evidence.
I know nothing about your battery
So I
report
come
from July,
back to
sir.
you and I come back to the video.
We're not reopening the
I
case.
want that video.
Okay.
Because you're accusing me.
You can go to headquarters.
You say that I'm
Metro
accusing your
Records,
officer, right?
And request the information.
But you're accusing me of making a false report.
I'm not accusing you of
Aren't you?
anything.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
accusing you of not leaving this thing and causing it a disturbance. That's
You're
what I'm accusing
saying
you.
that I made a false report.
I did not
because
say you made a false report.
I say it happened. You say you can't find it.
I didn't say I can't find it, and I didn't say you made a false report.
I tell you the exact
Jonathan,
date and time.
You're talking in circles now. Listen, if you want to request records of your case that you filed back in July, go to headquarters, Records Bureau, and make a request for the information. They will give you all the information that they are allowed to give you about your report in July.
They won't give me
Okay.
anything.
All right.
IAB works for Nimchik.
Okay, so Jonathan, one more time. I'm going to ask you one more time. This is all on body camera, just like you're recording.
Yeah,
and these
it
officers
is.
have all been here asking you to leave. So are you going to leave? It's 9:08 right now. I'm going to give you till 9:09. If you don't walk out this door in 1 minute, we're going to handcuff you and we're going to take you to jail for trespass. Which will it be? Go ahead and
He
grab
said if I don't walk out in 1 minute,
Everything
there.
with you.
I walked out and now I'm back in.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back, please.
Here we go. They're actually arresting me. Don't touch my phone.
Okay.
Let me leave it on. I'm going to put it right here. Here we go. Don't touch it like you did last time on Fremont Street. The same way I can't see. Don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone, officer. That's not your property. You're shutting down my phone. Hey, why are you doing that?
Would you relax and face the front?
Why
Now
are
you're
you
going to
so
get served.
ashamed of what Don't know where to begin. If you were watching my live earlier today, you know that I got arrested inside of the Fremont Street substation, police station. Don't quote me on this, but shortly after 9 a.m. It's got nothing to do with these police behind me. I just happened to be here because I'm outside the jail where I just got released shortly after 8 p.m. Yeah, so things have definitely taken a turn in an interesting new direction and in my favor. I was arrested for trespassing during a live that I'll be posting soon. And trespassing inside of a police station after I had already filed one charge. Reports Frankie Sanchez, Arcadia security guard in the Walgreens, July 22nd. And as I was in the process of asking questions about the two assaults in June and July, and explaining how they were related to the Frankie Sanchez incident, I was told to leave in the middle of making a report. I went out, and this is on the live that I'll be posting later. I went out, came back in, because my stuff was still inside the station, and I was handcuffed and charged with trespassing. Yes, trespassing inside of a police station where I had legitimate business. So I've been in jail for the last close to 12 hours. And everything is now going to be moving in my favor. This charge absolutely will not stick. I will fight it tooth and nail. And I don't know where to begin. I just wanted to make this live quick. I got some other calls to make, but to let everybody who was maybe watching the live this morning that yes, indeed, I was arrested, charged with trespassing while inside of the Fremont Street substation. And let me just put some things together and get back to you soon, unless anybody has any questions. It's crazy. I don't know where to begin. I really don't. I'll see you guys later. Make any friends? Yeah, I had a really good conversation with a guy. Wasn't terrible. It was really cold. We talked about politics, religion, Mark Nemchek, the justice system, because he had done 10 years in prison, life, love, Vegas, pretty much everything. Yes, they did feed us. I got a sandwich, cheese and bologna with an apple and a little carton of milk, you know, like they serve in grade school. I haven't had one of those little milks since then. These cops behind me had nothing to do with it, and they're just stopping somebody. And I just decided to stop here and give a quick live. It was some pretty basic American cheese and bologna on rye bread. I mean, I would give it a 4 out of 10. I mean, it wasn't terrible. And a red apple. so there was some fruit. Why did I go to jail? Because earlier this morning I was doing a TikTok live. I was inside of the substation on Fremont Street doing something that I've been planning, an official report on the Frankie Sanchez assault. That's the security guard for Arcadia in the Walgreens on July 22nd. I've had that video posted since it happened, but for various reasons, including the fact that the two assaults by Nimchik's thugs, June and July, that were dropped. Let's just say I had my reasons for waiting to hold off on that till now, because I do have the video of the Frankie Sanchez assault, totally unjustified, who claimed that I was trespassed. It's in my TikTok videos if you want to watch it. And ironically, arrested for trespassing right after I had just filed a report against somebody who, having accused me of trespassing in the Walgreens, violated the law by not only not telling me to leave the store, which there was no reason to do at all, because I had never been trespassed or banned or anything like that. But he actually told me to get in the store because he wanted to get those handcuffs on me so bad, because he works for Mark Nimchik Sanchez of Arcadia Security. All right, I got to get to work. I got to start walking too. I'll talk to you guys later. Stay tuned.